Welcome back to another episode of Spartan Chat. Well, today we're hitting the hard court with coaches of the Spartan Youth Basketball League.
Yep, today we get to visit the program coordinators, Drewe Davey, Dan Wheeler, and Jake Winters. Gentlemen, thank you for joining us.
Thanks for
having us.
Excited to be here.
We're really excited to have you here today to tell our listeners a bit about the program and how it's grown over the years. And then later this afternoon, Mr. Brands is going to interview us about our experiences in the program too.
That's right, so let's get started. Mr. Davey, can you give us a little history about the program? When did it begin and how did you first?
Sure. So that goes way back to 2005, 2006. A couple teachers from the high school, Brett Goff and Joe Ryan, who also are coaches, wanted their boys to get involved in some basketball, and there wasn't really a lot of options. So they thought, let's start a league here in Sycamore. So that was way back in 2005 and 2006. Fast forward to 2011, Mr. Ryan stepped back from Youth League, and Mr. Goff asked me to join him. So that's as long as I've been there, since 2011. So this past season was my 14th season. We had to take a break for the COVID year. Just as a quick history, the first couple of years, they didn't have a lot of participants, and even in our first and second grade division, they had to do a co-ed league. Typically, we do boys group and girls group for each one of the divisions, but they didn't have a lot of numbers to start out. But since I've been involved, it's grown and grown. It's been really exciting.
Mr. Wheeler, was coaching youth basketball something you always thought to do, and has it been what you expected?
What a great question. Yes, I've always wanted to be involved with basketball, especially in Sycamore. I played basketball when I was in elementary school, middle school, and high school while in Sycamore. And then I started coaching at the high school. And after about 9 years of coaching high school basketball, I saw an opportunity to help with the youth program and thought that would be a really cool experience to start working with the younger grades. And I've been doing it for 9 years and absolutely love it. It's a lot of fun.
That's really interesting. Mr. Winters, you're the most recent addition to the leadership team. How did they get you involved?
So I have known Mr. Davey and Mr. Wheeler since I was a sophomore in high school when they were both my basketball coaches. And after returning to work in Sycamore after college, I helped out with the high school boys basketball program. And sort of through that, I kind of started helping out on Saturday mornings. And one thing led to another, and we saw a large increase in numbers and have over, I think, is it 450, just north of 450 athletes. So just with the increase in numbers, it sort of made sense for me to start helping out and, with just small things, whether that's setting up or some of the referee payments and finances and things like that. So, it's been a good experience for me. I think this is my 4th year. And it's been a really fun thing, and I've learned a lot from both of them, too, over the years.
We are having a great time visiting with Mr. Davey, Mr. Wheeler, and Mr. Winter. And we still have a few more questions, but first, let's take a quick break to hear from one of our wonderful sponsors. We'll be right back.
Do you love to sing or play an instrument? Are you looking to improve your skills and take your talents to the next level? Then you need the Music Connection. At the Music Connection, each teacher brings years of experience and a passion for learning and creativity. Whether you're just beginning or looking to take the next step in your musical journey, make your connection with the Music Connection. Learn more at themusicconnection.com.
Okay, we're back to talk more about the Sycamore Youth Basketball program. Mr. Davey, how have you seen the program grow or change during your time?
Yeah, thank you. Mr. Winters here, Coach Winters, alluded to it earlier that we've had so many more participants over the years. Seems like every year we grow by a few more. We reach out to all families within the Sycamore community. So St. Mary's has some players, sometimes Cornerstone, and even homeschoolers are invited to join. They live in Sycamore. A couple things that we've done recently, there's a new format too that's really fast-paced and exciting. It's kind of a offense, defense, really fast transitions, and that's something that we tried last season, and then we had a lot of success. Lots of players get to touch the ball and have left the field house on Saturday mornings feeling really encouraged about basketball. So there's always some exciting new changes that these guys help to create and think about, and it's been fun to watch.
That's great. Mr. Wheel, what is something that you would say to someone who thinking about joining the program but still isn't sure?
Every year I hear their parents come to us and talk, and they say, my son or my daughter's a little bit nervous and they've never played basketball before. Is this league okay for them to try? And that's exactly who we're looking for. We want anybody who wants to try a new sport or try basketball. The Fieldhouse League for Sycamore Youth Basketball is the perfect opportunity to try. So we don't want it to be super competitive, and we don't really care who wins and loses. We want everybody to try, have fun, and leave on Saturday mornings with a big smile on their face.
We're just about out of time, but let's ask one more question. Well, actually, it's a multi-part question. First, between the three of you, who would win in a game of horse?
Man, that one's tough. I'm going to say, because I helped coach Mr. Winters, I'm going to say Mr. Winters would win that game because he's a really good shooter, and I enjoyed watching him out on the court shooting baskets.
And my answer would be Mr. Wheeler because he's a very creative person, and I think that creativity would lend itself nicely to a game of horse. So, Mr. Wheeler. But I could also see Mr. Davey throwing in some, soccer potentially, a combination of soccer and basketball. So I think it'd be a really good match if us three played for sure.
I would break the tie and say Mr. Wheeler just because I think he can shoot from just about anywhere in the gym. You'll see him at the Heroes on the Hardwood games against the police and fire departments and making a lot of sweet shots.
All right, now, who would win in a game of one-on-one?
I'd start by saying Mr. Winters over here, even though he's the shortest, he's small but mighty, and he's a lot faster. But he did hurt himself recently, so he might have a little bit of a trouble getting back up to speed.
I would agree. Mr. Winters wins that one.
And finally, who would win in a dunk contest?
I think if we were to move the dunk contest to a 7.5-foot hoop, I like my odds. But a 10-foot hoop, I don't know if there would be a dunk contest. It might be a layup contest.
We'd all leave sore for sure.
Yeah, that's right.
Well, this has been a lot of fun, and I'm sure we have a lot of folks interested in your program. Where can families go to find more information or to register for the next season of Sycamore Youth Basketball?
Right now, we know that a lot of families are playing soccer or baseball or some of those outdoor activities. Next year in the fall, when the weather starts to turn a little bit in October, is when we send out a lot of information about basketball. So you'll get something in your folders coming home, or we also send out some things to the district social media. So you might see something on Instagram or on Facebook that talks about our program. So if you're looking for it, or even if you're not looking for it, it'll probably come out and be on your table many times in a row.
Coaches, thank you so much for your time.
Thank you
Thank
guys
you for
so
having
much.
us.
This was
Awesome.
That's all we have time for today, but be sure to check back often with new episodes of Spartan Chat. Until next time, go Spartans!
Spartans!